Investing is an umbrella term that can mean anything from going to college to buying lottery tickets with your life savings. Investing in yourself is such a magical thing. It basically just means spending money and time to hopefully make your future better. The most common example of this is going to college. You spend 4 years and around 150 grand to get a degree, which on average will translate to around 35,000 extra bucks per year in your salary. This is something they should probably do. Even most people you might find at the later levels have invested in themselves to some degree. Pun not intended. However, if you're here, you might want something a little more exciting, a more direct way to grow your money. Moving on to level 2, we have the boomer investor, who usually does not believe in buying stocks and just puts their money into bonds, CDs, money market funds, and high-yield savings accounts. Stuff no one cares about. They might even venture into buying some real estate if they're feeling particularly spicy. Usually, they hate stocks because they lost money during the dot-com or 2008 crash, and then proceeded to miss out on hundreds of percents worth of gains if they had just stayed invested during the 2010s. These safe investments usually yield around 2 to 3% a year, with inflation also supposed to be 2 to 3% a year. You can see why there are 5 more levels after this. Level 3 is the first time we actually get our hands on good old stocks. The Boglehead is a true passive investor. They just invest in a couple of low-cost diversified index funds. They're called Bogleheads since they are followers of the late John Bogle, who pretty much invented index investing as the founder of Vanguard. Pretty much every Boglehead has the same exact allocation: 60% US stocks in the form VTI, 20% international stocks in the form VXUS, and 20% bonds in the form BND. To get their 8% a year return, they pray to John Bogle every day. You know, this is the first and last time they are guaranteed to become a millionaire. It will take decades, but you are literally guaranteed this money. If there's ever a situation when the global economy goes to zero, you're going to have bigger problems to worry about than your $500 Robinhood account evaporating. Okay, so for the first 3 levels, you didn't really need any actual knowledge about stocks. After all, how much financial education do you need to press the buy button on some index funds? However, now you need to do some actual research on the stocks you choose to buy. Someone who chooses level 4 investing usually buys multiple single stocks that they truly believe in for a couple months to a couple of years. This is where the average retail investor who's into the stock market but doesn't have actual time to pursue it ends up. Data shows that the average stock picker severely underperforms the market. This makes sense. If even the most accredited hedge funds have a hard time being in the market, why would the average person like you or I be able to? However, some people do get lucky. I know people who held Tesla during its rally in 2020 and 2021 and made a lot of money. Because of this, they thought that they were some type of stock-picking demigod. And then they proceeded to reverse all those gains in 2022 since they proceeded to dump their life savings into some insanely degenerate penny stocks as they proceeded to crash in the recession, thinking that they were invincible against losing money. Level 5 is kind of like level 4, but this time you're a lot more involved. You hold your positions for a couple days to weeks instead of years. Your goal is usually just to make a lot of small profits instead of a couple big ones like you would for level 4. This is the first time where company fundamentals aren't the majority of what you consider, technicals are. You don't care about the long-term prospects of the company, all you care about is the immediate price action. This is also the first time that you might find people buying or selling options. Fun. This is where the stock market shifts from something you do purely to grow your money to a weird side hobby. Day trading is an even more intense form of active trading, where positions are opened and closed within anywhere from a couple seconds to a couple hours. It is not for the faint of heart and requires advanced strategies and hours spent every day. This exacerbates the point that I made for the last level. Day traders almost always focus on price action and related technical indicators to place their trades. They usually don't care about the prospects of the actual stock. Day trading requires discipline and commitment, but if you're willing to put in the time and find a strategy that works, then you will be rolling in cash. Supposedly, according to the TikTok guru trying to show me his $300 trading course. Anyway, do you want an example of people who aren't rolling in cash? People stuck in the final level. And at last, we have the Wall Street Bets degenerate. Do you remember back in level 3 when 8% per year was a good return? For the degenerate, nothing less than 20xing your money in a day is acceptable. While the swing and day trader uses options somewhat responsibly, the degenerate uses them to leverage their bets to the max and then proceed to lose everything. You may be wondering, why would you do this? Why would you put your entire portfolio into out-of-the-money options that have a 90% chance of expiring worthless? Well, the answer is simple. For every 100 degenerates that lose their life savings, there is one that never has to work a day in their life again. Since you're taking on obscene risk, you will be tremendously rewarded if your bets somehow end up working. You can make 100 years worth of gains in just a couple of hours. Wouldn't that be great? Wall Street Bets is really the only place in the world where you can see stuff like this unfold. Donating your money to hedge funds is a lot of fun, and that's what we're here for, right? Because investing is not about making money. It's about losing money by doing an activity that contributes absolutely nothing to society. Hey, I heard from Jerome Powell that if you like, comment, and subscribe, your portfolio will double tomorrow. I personally would not trust him, but why not try and see if it works? You have nothing to lose. Also, you can sign up for M1 Finance and receive $100 in free stocks. If you want some more examples of Wall Street Bets degenerates in level 7 losing more of their money, click the video here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.